AK-47 in my left hand, some sort of bigger gun in my right hand. Yeah!
That's hard.
I know. Hivemind Podcast.
What's up? You're watching Hivemind.
Gang.
We're finally back. We haven't done one of these in a minute, you know what I mean? What we're doing today is talking about, we did this last year too. It's a second annual. These 10 rappers will blow up in 2019.
We're putting you on.
Yeah, exactly. Rules. We're not going to mention anybody that we mentioned last year. That's the first one.
Obvious rule.
2, we have a video on our channel called 10 emo rappers who will blow up in 2019. None of them can be on it, even if they cross into the genres a little bit. That's another one. What are the other rules?
No fighting and have fun. That's
and nobody who we have a video predicting our XXL
nobody on
2019, so nobody that we picked for that is going to be on there too. But we're doing it in the spirit of that season because the XXL list could be out this week.
True.
It comes out earlier every year, and it came out in June last year or the end of May or something like that, and it's May right now. All right, so yeah, Graydon picked 5, I picked 5. Yep. This is how we did it this year. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Who do you have first? We're gonna go back and forth instead of going 5 and 5.
I like that.
All right. You got the first one.
My number one. I want to shout out. He was my number one song of the year. Evan the Redhead.
Evan the Redheaded.
From Columbus. The enigma that is the man with the long red hair.
Long red hair. Although it's kind of orange. Explain who he is to the people a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, what is his music like to you?
Evan's music is like no other music out there. It almost has.
I found a penny.
Oh, nice. Was it Heads Up?
I don't remember.
Evan's music, I don't want to say it's satirical, but it is like has that goofy element to it, but it's just some of the hardest out too.
Yeah.
His production style is so exciting and like fast paced, and each beat is just so new to me.
Mm-hmm. And his cousin Cool Bread, he produces some of it too, and like has a similar like weird little clanky production style.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's amazing.
It's got like big 808s in it. It's like super catchy. He's got like a ton of personality, so I feel like anybody can listen to it, but also a lot of people will probably think it's like really weird. Yeah. Like almost like comedy. Like a lot of people
but if
think
you're,
it's like a joke.
If you're not like the biggest fan of rap, I think he's a great like introduction to just that style of music in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super accessible.
All right, I'm gonna go into my first pick, my number one draft pick this year.
Okay.
Lil Darkie.
Facts.
So Lil Darkie, Long Beach rapper. He is part of a collective called Gunk Rock.
Gunk.
And those guys aren't even from California. From what I understand, I think they're from Florida. And they work like across the country with each other. But Lil Darkie is he's of Indian descent, but he is very controversial in that he calls himself Lil Darkie, and he uses
something similar to
the image of Sambo as like his character, which is like an old racist cartoon from like the 30s.
It's like a minstrel aesthetic.
Yeah, like minstrel show aesthetic. And it's like very... he uses this cartoon on all his covers, and he draws it himself, and it's very in your face, like the choices that he makes. Like he raps to kind of like how his image is out there. It's like very in your face. He kind of like faces you with controversy. He talks about all the stuff in his music. It's very aggressive.
It's provocative.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like
line.
Musically, like it definitely is within the family tree, like the lineage of like Raider Clan SoundCloud rap. It's like, Denzel Curry, Early Odd Future, X, like if you're X and Ski, if you're a fan of that, you'll probably like what he's offering.
It has the Florida sound, like in its
a lot of ways, yeah, but I think it's completely new. I think like what he's doing is completely new. And he also has the courage and the bravery to rap about jacking off into a chip bag, which I think is important.
You need people like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely need people. But yeah, no, he just put out an album called Swamp Drained, which is like probably in the running to be my favorite project of the year right now. I'm addicted to it right now. And then he put out a few songs with Gunk Rock throughout the year. And yeah, he's just like, to me, I think he's a star. Like I think it'll be super controversial, which is why I think a lot of people are kind of like sick of people like
playing it
like
safe.
playing not even like the playing it safe thing. I mean like trying way too hard to like be crazy or stand out. I think that's like genuinely where he comes from, and it is shocking. Like I felt like I couldn't be shocked anymore until I started listening to him.
Yeah,
and I think that's kind of what, I don't know.
That's always a refreshing feeling.
Yeah, he's playing with a boundary that a lot of people aren't going to play with.
Yeah.
People were playing with like, oh, like I'm a rapper, I've got goofy colored hair, and I'm dressed like a carnival clown, but I'm like rapping like I'm from
everyone
a
else.
gang, like you know what I mean, like shit like that. And his shit is just kind of like playing with something a little more like potent. So, yeah, I think he's literally like my favorite right now. So. Keep an eye out for him. Check out Lil Darkie. He's crazy.
Another crazy guy.
Oh, yeah.
Throw it right back. Foggy Raw.
Give me hip.
Foggy Raw is out of Ghana. I believe he went to university in the States. If you like Uno the Activist, if you like 21 Savage, kind of has a delivery.
Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah.
Like style, I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
That like slow paced, kind of like real baritone, bassy delivery, but play like experimenting with a little more like funk elements than those guys do. Like on his mixtape of last year, which is Fogtavius Vandross, he uses like a vocalizer kind of throughout of like a lot of it, like real jazzy like synth sounds through it, but then it hits and rolls and like has the snappy hi-hats that like Atlanta sound has.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty cool. And I think that like
that's interesting.
Comes from the international perspective, like the mashing of these two worlds that maybe people from the States aren't ready to mash up.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's really cool. And he's just super exciting for me. Like hasn't dropped a proper album yet. Like only 2 mixtapes.
Okay. Has he worked with anybody like
notable? No.
No. Okay. Interesting.
Like, people I'd never heard of. Like he sent me down other rabbit holes. He did drop one song this year actually called Drizzy Drake.
Drizzy Drake.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
You'd love the artwork. It's like Snoopy or whatever, the dude who sleeps on the little doghouse.
Yeah, Snoopy.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
It's like him, but it's not Snoopy.
It's Drake. It's Drake as Snoopy, or is it him as Snoopy?
I think it's him as Snoopy, or it's just like another cartoon. But it is like the Peanuts artwork for it, which is kind of cool.
Wow, interesting.
He's got a track on Fogtavius Vandross too called Drake and Josh.
Wow, okay.
It's one of my personal favorites off of it.
So big into American culture.
Yeah.
He's from Ghana. Okay.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah, went to university here, so.
Cool. Uni, as they say.
Uni, as they say.
My number 2 is Belis, not Belis, bitch. That's what she says. So she's from Charlotte. She's like, I would say she's a singer and a rapper. She kind of like exists at the crossroads of a lot of different genres. Her kind of clique, her like the people that she surrounds herself with and seems to work with, to me feels like the next little like SoundCloud wave of people. But I think she has massive star power for like kind of where she sits within that. Kind of like a floaty melodic delivery over pop rap instrumentals of the dreamy SoundCloud producer type of wave. So like, Charlie Shuffler, like she's over production like that. But she's got just kind of like a specific style to her delivery and like a way of speaking and attitude that I think a lot of people are drawn to. She has a song called Lemonade out right now that's like a big one. And then Hysterical Glamour is a big one. And a video for her song Sunset. And I know that she's out in LA right now recording with Lil Aaron. Nice. I think she will appeal a lot to fans of the emo rap thing and fans of R&B and fans of just pop music in general. But the reason that I think her ceiling is so high for her, like star power wise, is because I think the existence of Billie Eilish has opened up kind of like the rap aesthetics meeting like well-written pop music for that to be kind of like a very marketable thing that labels are looking for. So I imagine she'll get swooped up by a label if she hasn't already. And I think she could be marketed as like a big pop star. But it's just interesting because she's coming from, the SoundCloud rap.
Yeah.
So, from Charlotte. So interesting that Charlotte's had a few stars pop up, but she's, like DaBaby and I'm pretty sure NASCAR Aloe's from somewhere around there. But I think she's awesome. So check out Lemonade. That's like a good intro track. And she shouts out Codone on it, artist Codone, which I thought was pretty cool.
My number 3. You ready, Hope? Or Riley?
Do you want to call me? All right, keep going.
Barney Artist.
Yeah, okay.
South London sound.
Yeah.
Fans of Loyal Carner, Tom Misch. He's collabed with Tom Misch in the past. He's collabed with Jordan Raquet. If you know him.
Yeah, for sure. Was
He's
on
got
one of our playlists, I think.
Yeah, he's got some really good tracks with him. Yeah. The South London like jazz inspired hip hop scene is just something I think is like so unique to that area. Like that isn't happening necessarily in the US.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
don't have the strongest jazz hip hop scene.
Yeah.
And man, I just love the sounds, like the way those guys have taken something that feels really classic to me, like as an American hip hop fan or as like
And
just
a jazz fan,
Yeah, and as a jazz fan, the way they're playing with those elements is super exciting. And this is just like, he just seems like another guy that's gonna really like interact with everyone that's already making great music in that scene.
Yeah.
And will fit in and be like a strong guy moving forward.
Does he rap in the dinosaur suit or is he out?
He's in the suit most of the time.
So it's a little muffled, but
Yeah.
that's cool though. I mean,
Yeah,
you got to do what you got to do in this day and age.
It's like a
to stand
bucket head.
out. Yeah, a bucket head. I like that. Number three. Number three for me is Keyshore. Keyshore is a rapper from outside of Atlanta. I believe he's from like the Atlanta surrounding areas. He does not.
Burbs?
I don't know. I don't know where he's from. Ask him. But I'm pretty sure he's from the Atlanta area, and he does not have an Atlanta sound. Very separate from that, it seems like. He's a child of the internet. Big influence from like Pharrell, Tyler the Creator, and Ugly God, I would say, probably. So he kind of, there's definitely an element of humor. He picks beats that are often sample like anime or old video games, kind of nostalgic things for like late 90s kids, it seems like. Yeah. And he then, on top of these beats, he either sings and in like a kind of like how I think Tyler the Creator does it, where he like isn't the best singer in the world, but finds a way to like through the love of like a lot of the neo soul and funk and stuff like that, he finds a way to like hover over the beats and like make them interesting and be really heartfelt. Yeah. And then he either does that or he does like really funny rapping with kind of like faux aggression, like takes the tropes of SoundCloud rap and will like be hard on a track, but it's like all you can tell in like a playful way. So there's nothing. Cool. Yeah, it's very cool. He has a song called Orange Juice that I think is like actually like a modern SoundCloud classic. Like it's just like one of those songs that if you show it to anybody, they're like, oh my god, this is so funny. And and he put out a song called Kiki recently that's really good, and then Gratata. Gratata is like his most recent one, and it's funny. But he seems to be going more in like the funny direction. I know he mentions working with Snot on one of his songs. If you like Snot, you'll probably like Keyshore. But if you like Ugly God, if you're like kind of fiending for like that era of like funnier rap, but also that like sounds really good beats, all that stuff, Keyshore you'll definitely like.
What are we on?
Number 4 for you.
444.
444. Shout out.
I want to shout out a local Detroit guy that I've just gotten hip to.
Okay.
And we've been talking 90s kids, nostalgia.
Yeah.
He is like, I know I said the jazz scene wasn't necessarily alive here like it is in the UK, but this guy's smooth and uses a lot of like 90s beats and boom bap. Curtis Roach. Detroit native.
Nice.
Born in 99, but really has like the old school vibe. Like his boom bap.
So what is he, 19?
Yeah, young guy.
Oh, okay.
Cool. What is that? Highly Caffeinated, I think, is his first EP.
Okay. So he's like an energy drink sort of drinker. Maybe Monster.
Absolutely.
Monster seems like a Detroit drink.
Think like soulful JID a little more. Fans of Isaiah Rashad.
Nice.
I think would be really into him.
That's
like,
cool.
Kind of like a back to the basics, guys. Like when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is, still a sound that's like people really feel for and like are still making great music. Like
that's refreshing in Detroit too, because right now there's all the Drago and Bino and Sada Baby and like Band Gang, all those dudes. Like it's like a lot of the street rap thing is happening, and it's sweet. Like it sounds almost like West Coast, like Bay Area music or something. But there's a huge scene of that here, and then like there's sparse things here and there. But I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah, so. Shout out Munch Music, put me on.
Did he?
Yeah,
nice,
very sick. Like newest single this year, WJIT is the name of it, all caps.
No, never mind. I thought
what Jesus instead
I don't know.
Tacos.
Yeah, probably about
All
tacos.
right.
That's sweet.
Check out Curtis Roach.
It sounds like a radio station.
Yeah.
WJIT.
It's like the artwork for it looks like it too, like all caps.
Okay.
Definitely stands for something.
That's cool. All right, I got a Detroit guy kinda as well for my next guy. Rossi Blue.
Detroit guy, kinda.
Kinda.
Assemble Sound, right?
Yeah, he's from like outside of Detroit, but he hangs in Cincinnati these days. He's got the Elevator affiliation. You've probably seen him pop up a lot on Elevator, and he's also a member of Material Girl, which is a group of, I think it's like Ohio and Michigan people, kind of a collective of rappers and producers, one of which, Loudy Luna, just signed to Narco Wave. You probably see her production popping up everywhere. A lot of Rossi's music is over Loudy Luna beats or J Cribs beats. But if you like Valet and Maddox and stuff Chase the Money produces, you'll really like a lot of what Rossi's offering, and his kind of like stealth, whispery style flow is kind of like, it's very refreshing for me, at least. I feel like he never does too much on a song.
That's true. Yeah, very tasteful, and like just a tone and flow that you haven't heard yet. Like, I guarantee you it's going to feel new to you.
His voice is very odd, like on first listen. So, I mean, but he's also capable of, like, right now I know he teased like a full-on indie rock song. He has like a pop song called Mirror out with Cheer Captain that I really like. And then he has like songs like Surprise, which is produced by Danny Wolf and Dillip. And it's like a just weird, strange banger. Yeah.
Halloween banger.
Yeah. And a lot of his, I mean, he picks just weird loops and weird sounds in his beats, but I think like what he's doing is super accessible, and he as like a character is very, like, I feel like people will really like him. Just like the average rap fan will be like, this is something new. So,
absolutely.
I'm excited about a lot of stuff that he's about to put out, but he just put out Junk Food. Really cool project. Makeup's my favorite on that. There's a video for that on Elevator if you want to check it out. Yeah, so,
we saw Material Girl at Deluxe Flux not too long ago. It was a great show.
I just saw Rossi perform at Fox Night too, and he was like one of my favorite sets of the night for sure. He's on our vlog, so yeah, if you check out the Fox Night, it's vlog 53. He's got a little performance part in there, so check it out.
What are we on?
We're on number 5. Final? Yeah, you're on your final one.
All right.
I might let you get one like honorable mention at the end.
Cool.
But
my 5. This is probably like the most popular artist on my list, like most monthly listeners on Spotify. But you weren't hip to him when I told you today. Abhi the Nomad. Abhi the Nomad. Okay. An Indian guy, son of a diplomat, as his Spotify bio will tell you. This guy is I kept getting like Amine vibes.
Nice.
Amine.
Like new Amine or old Amine?
New.
Oh, okay.
Definitely new. And a guy who can sing and like has a melody control that is pretty rare just in general, but has the ability to, you know, hit like a hard triplet flow verse. Like will spit JID Kendrick's like speed bars. Yeah. But has a great like control of melody and really makes like beats that are, a lot of the times they can be kind of pop leaning, like sound like pop songs.
Yeah, for sure.
But always like exciting elements and like kind of daring stuff.
Nice.
Like, just released an acoustic version of last year's album Marbled.
Oh, interesting.
Which is kind of cool and like, again, a flex, like with the voice. Like,
where's he from? Do you know?
Said he moved around constantly as a kid because his dad was a diplomat.
Oh yeah, okay.
And they talk about how he has like a sense for urban loneliness, and you can kind of feel it in his music. Like he's lived in all these highly populated places, but never really had, you know, kind of his own roots.
Yeah. Well, the Nomad. There you go. Okay.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Fans of Smino, I think, would like him too because they hit those harmonies and really do crazy vocal runs inside of a verse.
Yeah.
I think his appeal is just like endless. I think he'll be absolutely huge.
All right. Last and least.
Yeah. Oh, I know who it is. Absolutely.
Suicide Rascal. Because I didn't name him last year, and I probably was like, we were pretty close in timing to name him.
You guys were beefing back then.
No, Suicide Rascal is my last one. You know, you've seen him on our vlogs, on our interviews. We have a video coming out for him. Either it might be out. I don't know when this is coming out. We'll see.
EP dropping, hopefully.
The Damn Don't Cry will drop very, very soon. That's kind of like a lot of his sadder music is on there. But he's been making all different kinds of music. Some of his upcoming stuff, he's using a lot of the personality you've seen in the interviews and vlogs. And
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
of these like more upbeat banger songs that he's got coming. But I mean, kind of indescribable. I think a lot of what he's doing is very different, just because his personality is so different from the average.
Yeah,
rapper
he's got
you're
the
listening
ability to change and isn't afraid to like change by his own mood, which is cool because I feel like at times he doesn't even know what he's gonna make next.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's sweet. He's just driven by his creativity.
Yeah, for sure.
Completely.
Yeah, he is driven right now by like putting a lot of different songs in different buckets and trying to find ways to put them out there. So I think like within the next couple months, he's going to be everywhere, especially with a name like Suicide Rascal. So
a person a lot of people are going to want to collaborate with.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, so look out for a lot of the stuff he's doing. Watch our old interview. We'll probably be putting something out with him really soon anyway. So
I know he's working on his stand-up set. I
yeah,
think he's going to try that out.
Yeah, that was like a big push. I don't know how I feel about that. He was testing out material on me.
Terribly offensive.
Oh yeah,
It's worst.
It tests the waters, if you will.
Yep.
And I don't know how I was feeling. It was a lot, but it's experimental. If you're a stand-up fan, I mean, I don't know what to even tell you. You know,
Don't watch it.
All right, honorable mention. You get one.
Oh shoot! You got one quick that I can think for a second?
All right, Bougie Mane from Seattle.
Oh,
I really like Bougie Mane a lot. He just teased something that's really cool, but I haven't seen like a single come out in like the past like month or two or something like that. But Dungarees is like one of my favorite songs ever, and he's got a bunch of other bangers that came out last year. He's like, I'm so excited about Bougie Mane. So check him out. It's like another kind of one of those, like he reminds me of like Keyshore and Evan the Redhead in a lot of ways. Like there's definitely a humor element to it, but you can tell he's serious about making music, and he like records over the weirdest, like bounciest beats and stuff, and cartoon aesthetic too. Like, I mean, definitely like a child of the internet.
Love.
Yeah, for sure. Oh wait, should we wait real quick. We're going to prove, I've got a list over on my computer that I'm going to run and get. We've got to prove how right we were last year real quick. Yeah, okay.
We're seers, bro.
All right, we're back. This is like, if you weren't convinced, here's how I can convince you. This is who we picked last year to blow up, and this was like, we did a double XL video and we listed our double XL predictions. Don't look at those. We weren't very close on that. For some reason, we like sucked at that last year. We'll probably be good at this year.
Because
anyway.
double XL sucks.
Whatever.
Sorry, I didn't say it.
All right. This is who we picked for rappers that will blow up in 2018 last year. We picked Buddy. He had a good year.
Big year.
Big year. Changed his whole sound up, but I mean,
Still big
for
year.
Sure. Cupcake definitely had a big year.
Absolutely.
Independent millionaire. Josiah, you know, speaks for itself.
Had a decent year.
Gunna, which is crazy. I mean, back then, you know, like he's like a shoe-in for double XL this year, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens.
Might be too big.
He might be, but yeah. I mean, we picked him last year. That was a big thing. Six Dogs, you know, he had a big year. He had a Lyrical Lemonade video after that, which is pretty cool.
No misses yet.
Masego,
Huge year.
Huge
Just played
year in numbers.
Coachella.
Yep, big year. Maxo Cream, he had another big year. I mean,
He's dropping music
already,
like now. Too.
Yeah, and he was already big.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that to be fair, that was kind of an easy one. Loyal Carner,
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
New project out. Go peep that.
Leo Pastel, going crazy. Draco the Ruler, sadly locked up, but I mean, you know, still very influential. Grand Ace, big year for sure.
Kodachrome. Huge EP.
Lil Booty Call, pretty big year now. Yeah. He's verified on Twitter or something, so like that's pretty good. Salma Slims, pretty big year.
Yeah.
And then D Savage, I don't know, kind of the same.
Making music. Yeah.
He's stuck in there, you know. Yeah, but that was pretty.
We'll call that like 88%.
That was pretty good, honestly. I mean, the Gunna and Josiah alone, that's a pretty big picks. You know what I mean?
Lot to live up to.
Yeah. So these 10 people now, they all got to go super hard.
Come on, guys.
But these are really like my picks. Like strategically, I feel like they're the most marketable. Like that's like I had like, people that I'm like maybe even more excited about that I didn't say just because like
I kind of looked at it that way too.
Yeah, I was like, this is who the industry could easily like swoop up and make stars. You know?
And I tried to pick like 5 people in different corners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
In a 5-cornered room, if you will.
In a what is that? A pentagon?
A crentagram?
Is that a pentagon?
A kratomgram?
It's a trapezoid, I think.
Instagram?
It could be a trapezoid. I'll do one more honorable mention. Little Fago.
Oh yeah.
Check out Little Fago. His EP Go Go Go, good one, and
Yeah.
he's got bigger songs coming than that. Flex on our channel.
If anyone's prolific that we've named that I can verify, it's that man.
Little Fago.
He makes a lot of music, man.
Makes a lot of music, and he also has a big personality that I think is strange. I think a lot of people will be like, "Whoa, this is crazy."
Very much so believes in himself.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's it. That's our list. That's our list of the 10 rappers who will blow up in 2019. We want to see yours in the comments. Let us know who we forgot. Check out who we put though. Like you should really go listen to them.
Diversify
before you
yourself.
tell us that we're wrong. Go listen to them and let us know. Or that your friend is better than the rappers that we named.
Or your own link and say, "Give me a chance."
Yeah, stuff like that. Or if you think that Tom McDonald is a better rapper, then take a walk.
Take a long one.
Take a long walk. And also, thanks for watching, and we really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
What other genre should we do? If we do like a list of other people that are coming up in other genres, who we listen to, who we're hip to, who you want us to get you hip to, let us know. And look out for new interviews and new music videos and new vlogs on our channel.
New clothes coming soon too.
Yeah, there should be some stuff coming.
Don't sleep on us.
Don't sleep. And thanks again. We really appreciate every single watch. Go like and subscribe to us if you're not subscribed. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
There's a reason we're in business. Don't ever forget it.
Don't ever forget that. All right.